Hello, how are you? Today I'm going to make a really unique chocolate cake for you, and you're going to love it. It doesn't use any kind of flour, no milk, just 3 ingredients, and it's very cheap. Stay until the end because you won't want to miss it. First of all, if you're new here, welcome. Take a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. I post new videos every day and you're going to love them. I'll leave my list of the 3 ingredients down below with the quantities and nutritional information because I know you like that. I'll also take the opportunity to mention that in the description, which is right below, just click on the video title and the little arrow. There you'll find the description with this information, as well as other interesting videos and playlists that you'll enjoy too. The first thing I have here is coconut milk, which I've already warmed up. I have a video here on the channel explaining how to make your own coconut milk at home, and I'll leave it down below to help you out. I also have a playlist of plant-based milks, so I'll leave that playlist here to help you as well. To this coconut milk, I'm going to add my chocolate. I've already preheated it a bit just to make things easier. This is hot and this is warm. I preheated it in the microwave, but I might have to put it back in there for a bit longer later. I'm going to mix one thing with the other. This chocolate I'm using here is 85%. Use at least a 70% chocolate if you're making this at home so you can get more of its benefits. Just a reminder, I have a video here on the channel talking more specifically about the benefits of cacao, recipes, and even a whole playlist of chocolate recipes. I'll leave all of that down below in the description for you. I'm going to give this a mix now and then put it in the microwave to keep melting. When it's ready, I'll come back here. Remember, if you don't have a microwave at home, you can also do this using a double boiler. It'll work just as well. So hang on, I'll be right back. So we can move on to the third ingredient. I've already melted it, so everything is mixed together. You can see that obviously when it melts well, the color changes and everything becomes uniform. So look, I'm going to grab another bowl here. I have rolled oats here. It's oats, not oat flour, but if you wanted to use that, you could. However, for this recipe, the texture of the rolled oats is better. I have a video here on the channel talking about the benefits of oats, which are super rich in protein, fiber, and beta-glucan, and are good for cholesterol. And there's a really cool one talking about the difference between oat bran, oat flour, and rolled oats. Which one is best for you? I'll leave it down here as well. So now we're going to add it in like this and mix it into our mixture. Let me give it a very first thorough mix. Right here first of all. And now add the rest in here. The oats are going to absorb some moisture. They're going to swell up with this coconut milk and chocolate mixture. And when they absorb the liquid, they'll become creamy, delicious, and full of that chocolate and coconut flavor. Just imagine how tasty that's going to be. So now we mix in the rest and you'll see that the consistency will turn out just right. Because there are still some oats in the middle here that haven't been moistened yet, so we need to mix it well. Look, everything is coated, everything is mixed. Here I have a baking pan. A springform pan works, but any pan works. I greased it with coconut oil and put a piece of parchment paper at the bottom because I want to unmold it for you. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. And look at the texture of our batter, just so you can see. Look at the consistency. Wonderful. I'm going to put all of it in here. I'm going to take it to the fridge because after all, what will give it the right consistency is when the coconut milk and chocolate set. They'll harden in the cold and give it that pie-like texture so you can slice the chilled pie and it's going to be delicious. And then I'll come back to make the topping. So hang on, I'll be right back. Look, 2 hours in the fridge to chill and set well. The longer you leave it there, the firmer it will get. So now let's make a topping to make it even tastier. I'll set this aside for now. Here I have some chocolate, the same chocolate I used before. I've already preheated it a bit, so it's softer and easier to work with. And here I have a bit of coconut milk, which is also really hot. It's even steaming, you can see it. And I'm going to mix it here again. If needed, you can put it back in the microwave or in a double boiler. Whatever you used to melt the chocolate before, do the same here, and we mix it well. I'm just going to give it a good mix so everything is well combined, and then we'll pour it on top. Hold on a second. So, look at the consistency. How beautiful this dairy-free ganache is. Since I had already heated the coconut milk and the chocolate, I didn't need to heat it again, but if you do, just go ahead and do it. So now we're going to put one thing on top of the other here. Let me just scrape it here so we don't waste anything. And we pour our topping on here. Look at that beautiful texture. Make this at home. You're going to love it. I'm going to carefully scrape it here, then finish smoothing out our delicious topping so that it gets really wonderfully even and perfectly smooth. And I'm going to put it in the fridge so it can set properly. Of course, it's already quite cold here and it will start to firm up quite quickly, but in the fridge, it will truly achieve that perfect consistency we are looking for. So, we will continue this process, turning it little by little, ensuring that we thoroughly cover all the parts here, making sure no area is overlooked. Once everything is ready, I'll put it in the fridge and then come back here to cut a piece. I'm going to wait a bit longer so it gets even colder. I'll tell you at the end how long it took. Hold on. So, look, another 45 minutes until it's firm and cold, and I'll show you how easy it is to unmold. I had already run a knife around here and opened my pan, and it came out beautifully. Of course, if you have this kind of pan, it's always easier, but it's not necessary. You can make it in any pan. It can even be a glass dish, whatever you think looks nicest. I'm going to put it on the plate over there and cut a piece for you, so come with me. Look how beautiful it turned out. I'll cut a piece so you can see what it looks like inside. It's consistency. Make this absolutely delicious dessert at home. This amazing pie doesn't need an oven, a stove, or any of those traditional cooking appliances and is made with incredibly easy to find ingredients. And look at what a wonderful consistency it has. I cut a really big piece to show you. Let me lift it up now so you can see the consistency it has. I'm going to cut another piece with the fork here so you can see its consistency because I don't think the knife showed it well. Look at this, how moist and soft it is. It's delicious. Make it at home. So tell me, are you going to add a topping or not? Because after all, it's still just 3 ingredients. I would love to see your comment. Like the video, that really helps me, and share it with those who need it. With people who are allergic, who will enjoy it, who are vegan. Let's spread this chain of kindness together. That's what I want here on the channel. See you next time. Bye, pure chocolate.